I believe there is a calling within us that is asking us to love ourselves more. And I believe a lot of us, if not all of us, we're in this search for love. And as part of this search, usually we start this search outside ourselves. We think we're going to find love outside ourselves. And we go through this journey of learning. And it brings us very much full circle. It brings us back to ourselves. But in learning to love ourselves, we have to go through different stages. To learn to love ourselves, we need to learn about rejection. We need to learn about abandonment. We need to learn about control, and we need to learn about betrayal, and we need to learn about fear. So sometimes when we are in this journey towards self-love and we encounter all of these things, betrayal and fear and control, we think that we're actually moving farther away from love, which in fact the opposite is true. Because it's when we can transcend all of these wounds that we can truly be in that place of love. So from rejection, we learn that nobody really has the power to reject us, only ourselves. So when somebody said, you're not good enough, that doesn't really become a rejection until I say, okay, my environment, people around me are saying I'm not good enough, then that must be true. In that moment, rejection becomes real. Not because somebody else has rejected me, but because I have rejected myself. The same thing with control. Sometimes I feel that maybe the environment or the people around me are controlling me. What does that mean? That I'm not able to express my freedom, that I'm not able to express my true self. But control only happens the moment that I say, I will not allow myself to be free, to express myself freely, because the consequences are too painful. The same thing with betrayal. Sometimes I think people are betraying me, and I put that onto others. I can say my partner is lying, my friend is lying, is not being honest. We made a commitment, and that commitment is being broken. But again, it comes back to me. The moment that I betray myself, that I betray my heart, my truth, that's when betrayal becomes alive. So in this journey of self-love, we realize that everything that's happening outside us, that we are projecting, really is happening within. Rejection is an inside job. Control is an inside job. Betrayal, fear, everything that we experience is an inside job. Okay, it might be inspired by the outside circumstances and the outside people. But the moment that I say rejection, abandonment, betrayal, the moment that I connect with that and I make it real in myself, that's when it happens. Now, the good news about that is that if I have rejected myself, abandoned myself, then I can reverse it. I can learn to love myself. And this is the journey of self-love. It's to realize that the love that I'm looking for is alive within me, and that nobody else has the power to hurt me. Only myself. The moment that I take that hurt on and I make it real and I make it personal. So this is the journey to self-love.